Yeah, I wanted to talk about this a couple of days ago, but then I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna let it see if it dies. See if no one, see if nothing comes from this talk. But then I hear it again today, and I hear people talking about it once again, and I'm Howard Eskin and WIP. I just cannot stand the way that they cover Philly sports right now. I'm really just not happy about it. And if you're curious, you probably already know. The whole Jalen Hurts thing, Howard Eskin went on to WIP and talked with Joe and the whole crew about how this offense isn't actually 95% different. It's only 20% different. How do I know? Well, I talk to people, and the people I talk to know. So just nothing. You got no source. You just believe me, brah. This is the truth. Not what the quarterback said. Not what the players are saying. No, this is what Howard Eskin is saying. And if Jalen Hurts doesn't play well enough this year, they're gonna Carson Wentz him and figure out the cap salary and get a new guy that can fit and work with this offense at the end of the season. And I'm just like, man, I get what your job is. I get what you gotta do. I understand what your life as a reporter is. I understand. However, how far deep do you feel you need to dig into this stuff? That's my question. How much longer do you feel you need to try and grasp at every little thing and try to weave some sort of story together to put everybody against Jalen Hurts, to put more pressure on the dude who already has the pressure of 1,000 pounds on his shoulders right now? He has the whole weight of the world on him, and he needs to figure out, Kellen Moore's offense, get this team with Saquon and losing Jason Kelsey, and all of this got to get us back to that Super Bowl caliber that we were a few years ago. We got to get back into that NFC Championship game, right? Why is this the stuff we're talking about? My man's not even that deep into his new contract. He has not shown he hasn't shown any signs of regression like Carson Wentz did in 2020. He has not been nearly as injury prone as Carson Wentz was after 2017. And this is how we're talking to this person. This is how we're talking about him in the media, that this is what's going to happen if he doesn't exceed our expectations or play up to the level that we expect him to be at. What level are you expecting? Peyton Manning 2013, 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards passing? What are you expecting of the man? This man has scored more touchdowns in the past 2 seasons combined than Carson Wentz did all of 2020 and 2017 and all of those years that he was here. Carson Wentz has never provided this much for an offense that Hurts does with his legs and his arms. But this is how we're talking about him. I've been very, very critical about Jalen Hurts just a couple of years ago. One of my most popular videos, might even be a wrong take, is of him missing a wide open receiver, wide open Devontae Smith in a must-win game towards the end of the 2021 season. And guess what? Here I am now. I'm not biased. I'm not blinded or just being outright hateful towards people or anything like that. I'm just saying it as it is. This is not what we need to be hearing right now when there's been nothing going on this offseason. This team with Howie Roseman and Kellen Moore, even Nick Sirianni, everybody has been put into a perfect place right now where we just need to see the product on the field, and we need to see this team excel and execute and get us back to where we believe they can be. Why are we speculating about beyond? And why are we saying, well, if this happens, this guy's going to be out? Of course, there's going to be questions like that, but why don't we just get there first? I have no reason to think that this is going to be Jalen Hurts' last year in Philly. The fact that we're saying those kind of comments and saying that he's making excuses and he's not fully committed to what this team is, it's just what are we doing? What are we doing? You can make valid points, of course, but at the end of the day, this team right now has a great opportunity. And I think we should be talking more about what we expect from this team and more so the repercussions of what could be. Because right now, this team on paper is great. And that's what we should be focusing on.